Using her story and her skills to lead athletes at the Lakeshore Foundation.
Savannah Gardner is a former Children's of Alabama patient, now working with those who are facing similar medical challenges. Your sports reporter Jonathan Hoppy here live at 5 with their story. Jonathan?
Yeah, hey Jonathan and Morgan. Adaptive sports can be life-changing for people with a disability. In the case of 31-year-old Savannah Gardner of Alexandria, wheelchair basketball set the foundation for the life she now lives.
I have a very competitive spirit, and I didn't have a good outlet to show that and develop that until I found wheelchair basketball.
Savannah Gardner is a former patient at Children's of Alabama. She was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when she was just over a year old. More than a decade later, she tried wheelchair basketball. And after a career that included a national title at the University of Alabama, Gardner is now a highly successful head coach with the Lakeshore Lakers.
But coaching is really where I get my most joy and the most fulfillment, because I get to see these kids find this game and rely on this game through their teen years, which are really hard years for anybody, but especially a kid with a disability.
Gardner's Lakers have won 3 straight NWBA championships, and Gardner is the first woman to ever be named Coach of the Year. Rashad Bennett is Gardner's assistant coach. He says they've known each other since they were kids.
She was just as fiery then as she is now. I think that kind of brings a level of let's get it to the team.
But Gardner's focus has gone far beyond winning. She wants to prepare her team for life.
You know, anytime I have an athlete that gets overly frustrated and yells at another teammate, we call a timeout and we talk through that, and we learn, you know, there are ways to handle frustration, and getting frustrated at each other is not the answer.
And it's those kind of lessons she hopes the Lakeshore Lakers remember the most.
Yes, she taught us about the game of basketball, but she taught us about the importance of living with high integrity in my life.
And Gardner, also a speech therapist at Children's of Alabama. They're at Lakeshore's campus. She says based on her own personal experiences with therapy, she's got a great understanding of where a child needs to be pushed, and where a child needs to be loved. Good luck to the Lakeshore Lakers as they go for 4 straight this season.